Alrighty, notary buddies. Let's see if this is actually going to go live for us. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, YouTube says we're live. Alrighty, perfect. I can see YouTube. Now let's see if we are live over in Facebook. Facebook says yes, we are go. Let me just refresh one last again. One more again to make sure we are actually good. Okay, it's not showing on that page, but it is showing that we are live here. Okay, so if that is the case, let's go ahead and get things kicked off. Give me 1 second. I just need to update a few things. And if you guys are hopping on and looking at me doing this, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's save that, get the screen pulled up. Okay, let's go ahead and get it kicked off. Hey, my notary buddies, this is Ladero Wharf with the Notary Know-How Georgia, where I am here to share my journey as a mobile notary in the state of Georgia, one of the most difficult attorney states to run a mobile notary business in. Also, I will be showing you guys some businesses that are adjacent to the mobile notary business, such as apostille facilitation, field inspections, and I may sprinkle in some wedding officiant business stuff if I eventually get there. When I eventually get there. Also, I intend to be sharing some real life with you guys and the realness of this business because I don't think there's enough of that being shown on these social media platforms. So what are we going to be doing today? Today, we are going to be looking at the apostille or the authentication process because I did promise you guys from my daily updates that I will be walking you guys through it. And it is far easier for me to just go live, share my computer screen, and walk you guys through it that way because I'm not here to, be a gatekeeper, hold any secrets back from you guys. If I've learned it, you're going to learn it. And if I fall, I want you guys to see me fail at it so you can avoid that that pitfall. So where are we today? Let's do a really quick recap. As I was saying before in the previous live video, I have been kicking around the idea of offering 3-tier services for my apostille or authentication business side of the business. And one, I have a done for you service, which is pretty standard, right? That's what we do. We take everything, we just handle it for the client. They pay us, we give everything back to them. End of story. Second one is a done with you process where I help the client, I guide them, I help them do the research, I show them exactly what the steps they need to be taken. They get a full checklist, but they have to do all of the heavy lifting. Or let's say I'll do some of the research for them, they have to do some of it as well. Kind of a deal, right? I'm still trying to fine tune that. And the last thing is just a DIY where they just get the checklist and there's all the stuff on there that they need to do. Obviously I won't know every single situation, but they'll just have to go through a checklist and figure it out, themselves. Hey, okay, this is going to, let's say the state of New Mexico, they need to go look at New Mexico Secretary of State website and figure it out. But I will have a 30-foot view of a checklist of everything that they need to consider while they're doing this process. So let's do a real recap. So a couple days ago, so this particular client that I'm working with, we're doing a done for you. I have to turn it this way so you guys can't see all the personal information on it. We have a done for you, which I am taking care of for her in the states of Wisconsin and Illinois. That's been a journey, I'm not gonna lie. And then there was a done with you process where the client was taking care of the Secretary of State documents here in Georgia. But then it just became a little bit overwhelming. She was running out of time. So she just ended up handing it to me. And now this done with you has turned into a done for you as well. So I need to charge her, or I need to send her an invoice, still charge her. I need to send her an invoice appropriately for the new charge for the done for you service. So with this one, let's look into here. So go back and look at the last live if you missed it, where we had to, first of all, get this done with you. I made sure that it was notarized correctly. I did the notary on it for her. And then she was supposed to take it over to the county level and get it certified. And then we take it over to the state level and get it certified. Like I said, it's too much work for her. She was busy, so she just handed it to me. So I took care of all steps. So last video, I showed you guys information on how to do it on the county level. Now, this right here is from the state level. This little fancy thing right here, We have the state of Georgia on top. We have all the information stating that this document has been verified, yada, 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 whatever it's supposed to say. Maybe I'll scan a copy and you guys will be able to see that later. I'm just not sure what I'm allowed to do and not to do, but I can show it to you. So we have all the signatures necessary. There we are. I'm looking at it backwards. All the signatures necessary. And we also have the Georgia Golden State Seal that's on here. And we also have a blue little backing or envelope, I guess you want to call it. This is something, again, just like the county level, cannot be separated. If this is separated, it will void. It will invalidate this authentication. So with this particular one, we have 5 of those forms. So I have 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 5 of them here. And now I'm going to put these aside because these pretty much at this stage is done. So I'm trying to get everything caught up to be on the same stage, same level. And this has been done all the way up to the state level. So let's put this one aside because now we need to work on the ones for Illinois and Wisconsin and get those done on the state level as well. So I do need to send these away today to get the Great Seal from each of the states. So I need to send them over to the Secretary of State. So let's go ahead and put these together because the one for Georgia was pretty easy. And if you guys want more detail on that, I will show you as well. I tried to record myself getting everything done, but again, there's just some buildings I could not record in. So I kind of walked you guys through it. And you can see that on day 8 update, the recorded update. But this right now that we're doing live, this is us working through things together live. Because I'm about to record this and then upload it as well. So let's, I guess I give you guys kind of an update on what happened so far. No, let's just walk through it together. So let's look at, which one are we looking at first? Where's this one going? This is going to Illinois. So let's not get these confused. So let's share my computer screen and I will show you guys exactly where we are. Alrighty, now that my computer screen is being shared, I already told you guys I have my cheat sheet to help me get through these pretty quickly. This is SOPs for my notary business. Let's zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see it here. Zoom. There we go. So SOPs for my notary business. We are going to go to the apostille process or the authentication, and these documents are going to a non-Hague country. So I have the non-Hague process, and I say, which one are we working on? Was it Illinois? So let's go ahead and look at Illinois. And here's all my cheat sheets. But again, for those who don't have this, I'm working on providing this for you guys. I'm trying to decide if it'll be free, if it'll be paid. I don't know. Because it's taking me a long time to put this together. But when I say if anything on here that I'm going to talk about, if it's going to be paid, it's going to range in the realm of $10 to $14. Let's at this point, right? I'll make that promise to you guys. It'll still be extremely affordable, but I just want to make sure it's efficient and you can get through it quickly. So what we're going to do is now let's go ahead, for you guys who don't have this, we're going to simply just open the Illinois Secretary of State website. And we already walked through this in the last video. So what I'm looking for specifically in here is how much it's going to cost and also where I need to send the documents to based on the service, the shipping service that I choose. So let's just go through it really quickly. There we go, zoom in a little bit. For mail, I do need to submit an application for authentication. So let's go ahead and just open this in a new tab so we can look at that in a moment here. Original documents to be authenticated. We already pretty much did this. We already got it notarized. Since the client and myself are here in Georgia, we did have to use an Illinois remote online notary to take care of this for us. So we did that. We need the name of the country where the document will be used. We have that. That will be the state of Qatar, and it will be $2 per document. I will say this again. Make sure that you guys are checking all of this information. It's $2 per document, not per page. Again, that's per document. So essentially think about it as how many times if it got notarized like it did in my case, how many different notarizations that you do, how many different certificates are included in there, and how many, if it's one document and there's 3 of them in there, you're going to be charged per notarization. So make sure you understand that. So it's not per page, it's per document. Hopefully I said that clearly. And then we need to make sure we include a self-addressed stamped return envelope. So let's just check this real quick. So for mailing services, we have our application here. Let's look at this. This is going to be the application for Illinois. Let's just go ahead and print this out really quickly, because I have, you know what? I don't need to print it already. Did I fit? Yeah. Yeah, no, I already have this one printed out and completed. I just don't want to show it to the camera because it has my mailing address on there. So this is what we do. We just simply go ahead and just type it in and fill it in. And I'm going to erase that because every time I open it, it's going to save whatever I just typed in. So we're going to complete this. All we're doing is completing this section right here. That's it. And making sure that we include the form of payment and also verify the shipping service that they are willing to accept. I already did this, but I just want to walk you guys through it. So let's keep on going down. Please note that, sorry, business phone. Let's go ahead and turn this on silent. Let's see, the return envelope that do not include a prepaid bill receipt and a pre-printed shipping label will be sent to the customer by first class mail. I already have all of that in here, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. So let's see, we need to send this over to the Illinois Secretary of State Index Department. Here's the address that I need to send it to. So I don't have to read all of that, and it gives us processing times. Let's just double check, make sure that we have everything. One thing, I already have it done, but I was looking on here. It will tell you exactly how. You know what? It's probably in the application, and that's why. Yeah, right here. It tells you exactly how the check or the form of payment needs to be submitted, whether it's going to be check or money order, and also who it needs to be addressed to. The only thing I did on mine, hopefully it doesn't get rejected because this is real life. I had the person at the bank, because I just decided to go with cashier's checks. I had the person at the bank do Illinois Secretary of State, just so I can keep track of all the Secretary of States that I'm sending things to. So hopefully they accept it and not reject it. The pain in the butt was, it was $2. I had to go all the way to the bank and get a cashier's check for $2 because requesting them online, because I can do that with my bank with Navy Federal, it needs to be a minimum of $5. And so I cannot do the $2 one online. So we have that. So check. And again, this will be in a checklist format, but I don't feel like opening it right now and it's not complete. But this is the steps, right? We're just following this right here. When I give it to clients, or if I share it with you guys, sell it to you guys, whatever it may be, this will all be in a checklist format. Obviously, I don't know where you're going to be sending it, but it'll be just what we did. We'll make sure that we go to the Secretary of State, look at the information, see if there's an application document like this that we need to print out and fill out. That'll be one checklist. There'll be one check mark, right? Form of payment. They're able to accept checks or money orders only, right? So that'll be a checklist item. And then the self-addressed stamps or envelopes. So we have the first one that is going to, let's put my thumb over it so you guys don't see my, you know what, this one's fine because it was created at the UPS store, not on my account. So it has the UPS store address. So let me go back to me over here so you guys, there we go. So you guys can see this. See, this is a label. It is going to Secretary of State in Illinois. It is addressed properly. And this one, this is the one I need to hide. This is coming back to me, right? This is my label that is coming back to me. And there's also the label and envelope in here together. So let's go ahead and package this one up. So I have on top, payment, have payment on top. Next, I have the application. Let me go ahead and hide my address a little bit here. I don't know what happened to my sticky notes, but I have the application, right? The request document, I guess. It says application for authentication or apostille. So I have the payment, we have that, and then I have the client's documents. Then I have the signed RON, affidavit of truth. And then we have the notary certificate via RON as well. I'm not going to hold that up to the camera, but we have it all here together. So let's go ahead and put this together. And I am going to just paper clip this all here. And here's my return envelope. Let's sandwich it together. And we are just going to drop it in here. Sorry if there's a lot of rustling. And we're going to seal this bad boy up. So that one is sealed and ready to go. I will be dropping that off at UPS. Today, I'm probably going to run over there as soon as we're done with this. So next, let's go ahead and do the Wisconsin one. as you guys already saw, it's the exact same thing. Going to the Secretary of State for Wisconsin, WI, right there where my middle finger is. We'll go through this as well. In here, we have the return and also the check. But let's go over to Wisconsin. So we are done. We are done with Illinois. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. All right, we got this done. Oh, let me go back and share my screen so you guys can see it. So all I did was just close that one. So let's minimize Illinois. And now, where are we? Wisconsin. Let's do the Wisconsin one. And again, I have my cheat sheet here, right, for all my information on the costs and all this kind of stuff. But so you guys don't have that, let's just go over to the Secretary of State website for Wisconsin. And again, it gives us the exact same information. Let's zoom in so you guys can see it. We have processing times and also fees. So here we have the standard cost for them is $10 per document. I only have one document that I'm sending. Let's see. Fees are accepted in a form of cash, check, or money order. They cannot accept any bills larger than $50 as if we're walking in person. I would never send cash, in the mail. So then we go through the documents and how it's supposed to be notarized. They let us know that they do accept RON. That is one thing I need to mention. You guys need to, if it's not shown on the website, call the Secretary of State and ask if they will accept a remote online notarization. Not all states do. Georgia does not seem to be one. The answer is no, right? So yeah, we got to figure that out, Georgia. But did I misspeak? No, yeah. So you guys figured it out, right? So I had to call each Secretary of State and also the remote online notaries that assisted me with this. They double checked and made sure, because they speak the same jargon, they made sure that it was acceptable by their Secretary of State, even though I did. They just double checked for me, which I absolutely loved. That about them. I found some trustworthy notaries that were able to assist me with this as well. And let's see, what other stuff was I looking for on here? I was looking for, because I think these guys are the ones who, let me zoom out a little bit so I can find it, and then I'll zoom back in. They don't accept certain type of shipping. So I decided to go just with UPS because I want to do FedEx, but somewhere along the line, because this is going to go multiple places, somewhere along the line, someone did not accept FedEx or cannot send it out via a certain mode of FedEx. So I just decided to, instead of splitting everything up, just do UPS, because UPS was the only one that was accepted by everyone, the entire train of this whole process that I had to go through. Maybe it's not Wisconsin. Maybe it is the Department of State. They're probably the ones. But yeah, okay. So as you guys saw, it was pretty much the same process. I'm just going to hop back over to my cheat sheet just so I can find things a little bit quicker, because this is what I needed, the order form. So let's go ahead and open the instructions for the order form and also the order form itself. And, oh, you know what? It's right here as well. So if you guys need to find it, its instructions are right here. Let me go ahead and close that because I already have open. And the order form, let me zoom in so you can see it, is at the top, very top of the page for Wisconsin. And there's the order form, right? So let's go ahead and close this. I don't need that. So you know what? It's open the same thing twice. So we have the instructions. So let's look at the instructions. Open a new tab, and I'm just going to hit Command and click because that's a lot faster for me. Open in new tab. Okay, so we have the instructions, which is awesome because it walks us through step by step on how to complete it. Wisconsin is pretty on top of it. They give us a lot of information for doing an authentication or apostille process. So, and let me open up this particular form as well. And I wanted I already downloaded actually. So there's all, you can either go ahead and print this out and then write on it, because Wisconsin does not allow us to type directly into it, as you guys see. So I already downloaded it. And what I am going to do is, let me move this over here just in case I have PII on the screen. Let's go to my notary public business apostilles, and let's find, what is this form called? This is for Wisconsin. Wisconsin, here we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just opening this, and there we go. Let's minimize all this off of the screen. So let's close that so we're not looking at duplicates and getting all confused. So this is the application, right? And so then behind it is going to be the instructions. Let me split screen this for you guys. It means I need to zoom out a little bit, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, so we can still see those instructions. And then we have the application. It is pretty easy. It is nothing super complicated. So just walk through and let's do it all together. That's the only thing about doing stuff live. I can't edit it and speed through it. So we just got to do it together live. So I am on a Mac and I'm just going to edit this so I can type. Where is my text field? There we go. Let's just drag this text field up here, requester's name. There's going to be something I'm not going to fill out on the screen with you guys because, personal information. So let's do Ladero Wharf because I am the requester. And I'm also going to put Jen Mobile Notary LLC. I just spelled correctly. I don't know why it's showing that it's not. And I'm just going to copy and paste this so I don't have to keep on typing, clicking up here and doing the text over and over. So this will be the address, which I'm not going to fill out right now. So I'll just do this. Copy, paste. City. Oh, you guys don't even know where I live, right? And I'll just fill all this in. Paste. Paste another one. City, zip, telephone number. It's all over the web, so I don't care. You guys can see this one. So phone number is 404-382-0464. And email address, that's also all over the web, so you guys can see that as well. And we're going to use my professional one, info@genmobilenotary.com. I can type. And okay, so we filled out section 1 with contact information, and now section 2, we need the destination country. This section is required. I'm not going to read everything on the screen to you guys because you can read yourselves, right? So we're looking at section number 2, where the destination country, let's zoom in on this one a little bit. There we go. Section number 2, destination country is required. So let's go section number 2 over here. Let's copy and paste this. And this is going to Qatar. Is technically the state of Qatar, but I'll just write Qatar. Is the above country Argentina or Venezuela? The answer is no. So I'm just gonna copy and paste again. And you guys, you can do this in what is it? The thing that opens up PDFs. You can definitely do it there. I'm just choosing not to because for whatever Adobe, right? For whatever reason, Adobe on my Mac, it slows my Mac down like crazy. I don't know what it is. I've updated it. I've tried to pay for it. Whatever it is, it just slows down and it's not worth it for me. So you can always, if you have Adobe, open it on Adobe and just type it in that way. I've been doing this way for years and it's just more efficient for me. Okay, section number 3. Let's go ahead. This is important. Oh, you know what? This is the one that did not accept. I believe there are certain things that we couldn't do. So section number 3, let me make this large full screen again. So section number 3, mailing and return of documents. If we're dropping it off in person, they give us information. If we're going to be sending it via the post office, there's information right here, but we're not. But we're going to be sending this one via a different mail carrier because pay attention because they're different addresses depending on the way that you send the documents. That is extremely important. So here, let's go ahead and read this. Let me just quickly run over this. We have several options for shipping. You must provide a prepaid return postage for the form of USPS, UPS, or FedEx label. We cannot return, this one was a problem. We cannot return mail via DHL or FedEx ground. So this is why I decided to go with UPS. If you provide a carbon copy, waybill, DHL label, or FedEx ground service label, your documents will be instead returned via regular mail, blah, 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 if the address is within US. So this is what we're doing. Since we went UPS, we're going to be using this right here. We're going to be using their 17 West Main Street address. So now let me go ahead and minimize this, back over so we can split screen, zoom out of here, and let's select what we have correct over here. So copy and paste. Let's see what we have. Self-address, none I intend to pick up. Nope. We're going to be doing a What's going on? My computer's it's lagging for whatever reason. I think because I have too many things running. Look, if y'all gonna do this, I will just print this out and write on it. Self-addressed prepaid label. Okay, it's telling me where to send it to. And then section number 4, fees and payments. You know, is both, they're on the same thing. We can just look at one. Standard service is going to be $10 per document. That's what we're going to be going for. Estimated time frame is listed here as well, which is awesome. And let's see, payment may be made via check. No starter checks. Cash, we can do cash or money order. Please make it out to the Wisconsin Secretary of State. And then they want us to fill out down here. Copy and paste. Is it still lagging? It is still lagging. I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. Oh. I will call them back in a moment here. Number of documents. We have 1 document, and I am going to be doing this standard service. So let's turn this back to an X. Just do a little X, and let's move this over, and bam. If I had a color printer, I would do all this in color, but it doesn't matter because I don't have a color printer. And that's it, you guys. So we'll go ahead and print this out. So let me turn this off really quickly so you can just stare at me. I'm just going to go ahead and put my address in. City. I can spell. Let's make sure that is on the line. State, Georgia, and then zip code. Alrighty, let me just double proofread, make sure everything is correct. We have my name, we have the address. Okay, perfect. City, state, zip code, that looks correct. Phone number, email address, info@genmobilenotary.com. It's going to Qatar. It's going to Venezuela. No, the answer is no. I have a self-addressed prepaid courier label. Number of documents 1, standard service, and times 10. I need to put an answer. How much money I'm including? I am including $10 total, and that is going to be in the form of a cashier's check. Perfect. So now that is done, let's go ahead and I'm going to just save this so I have it in my documents, and let's print out 2 copies. Technically I only need 1, but I'm going to go ahead and print out 2. And let's go back to the screen so you guys are not just staring at my face. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make that large size. And grab these documents off the printer. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I prefer to print everything because then, even though I have very clear handwriting, there's no, there's nothing saying that it's not clear enough to see. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and package this bad boy up. I know there's something wrong with this. The return label, let's go ahead and peel this off and stick it on the UPS. Where's my, see, this is moving. I can't find anything. I don't even know where my office garbage can is. So let's put the return label on here. Let's have my cashier's check. Oh, you know what? Something I forgot to do on the last one is scan a copy of that cashier's check. So I will, since it was done through my account, I actually have a copy of it online. So I'll just make sure I print it out. But for right now, with this one, let's just go ahead and scan that. Let's make sure you guys can't see my screen. Scan single-sided. We don't need 2 sides. Perfect, perfect. All righty, now we have that scan. Let's go ahead and rip off the top so we can send it over to the Secretary of State. Nice, that scan. Sorry guys, we're doing this just so you guys can see. It's not that complicated. It's not that crazy. Okay, so we have cashier's check. Check. We have the application request form. Check. With all the information, where the document's going and who's requesting it. We have the client's document. check. Again, I'm not turning around so you guys can, because there's personal information on there. And then we have the online notarization certificate by our Illinois notary. Check. So now, just like the other one, let's paperclip this bad boy together so everything stays together in transit. Where's my return envelope? What did I just do with it? There it is. So I have my return envelope. Let's just make sure, yep, it is addressed to me. Let's sandwich it together just like we did the other one. Make sure this is going to oh, you guys, I think I just did it backwards. Let's see. Look, we're doing this in person. No, this is right. This is the one going to Wisconsin. Now that I'm looking at this, I think something is not right. Hold on, hold the phone. Oh, duh, that's why. Let's send the right documents to the right place. That would not have been good. And I already sealed this bad boy up. So let's open it. And if need be, I will just put a piece of tape on here because that label is already stuck to the front. I'm about to repay for this. It was only like 17 bucks, but still. I am happy I messed up on here. So you guys can see that I am not perfect. And you know what I did? I got the notary certs backwards. The notary certificates, I got them backwards. So this is going to Illinois, and this is Wisconsin documents. So let's switch these around. So I have Wisconsin documents, Wisconsin notary cert. Perfect. And I have Wisconsin application, and then I have the Wisconsin check. Ooh, that would not have been good. I would have messed that up big time. And guess what? They still will charge you. They will still charge you. So this one is coming back from Wisconsin to me, and this is going to Wisconsin. Perfect. And this one is coming back from Illinois. So coming from Chicago, and this is going to Illinois, to Chicago. So this is the client's Illinois document. This is the Illinois notary cert. Perfect. And then we have the Illinois request form. Check. And then we have the check, the cashier's check. You know what? Now that it's open, let's just go ahead and scan this bad boy. Since I had to open it anyway. Make sure you're not seeing my screen. Let's save the first one. All right, and now let's scan the second one. Alrighty, let's minimize that and deal with it later. Illinois. Make sure we all have Illinois. And that's it, you guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and run this over to UPS. Let's pack this back up together. This was longer than it needed to be. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But hopefully you found it valuable just because you saw me make a mistake. I'm glad I caught it. So let's go ahead and seal those up and get them gone. So as you guys saw today, we went, this was day number 8. We did a live. We went through prepping the documents for Wisconsin and Illinois to receive the great seal from the Secretary of State. Since it was already long, I won't do a recap. But also I did want to share with you guys, one last thing is I always, where is it? There it is. I always have to do a plug. I want to share this with you guys. Go over to my website, the Notary Know How Georgia / sorry, a client just texted me, slash free, or what is it, slash courses. That way you guys can get a bunch of free courses. There will eventually be some paid courses on there, but whatever I have listed for free, we have resources, we have trainings, we have all this kind of stuff. There's Google Business Profile trainings, all of that stuff. I have made it free for you guys. And it's either me training on something or someone that I reached out to that's an expert and their thing, and I asked them to help train on it. More of those will be coming in the future. But for now, if you guys want to hop over to Notary Know-How Georgia, or pardon me, notaryknowhowga.com/courses, you can find all of that over there. And again, 99% of it is free, because that's my gift to you notary buddies, to my notary buddies, because I'm trying to build trust with you guys. You don't pay me until you trust me, right? Don't pay anybody until you trust them. And I want to build trust with you guys so that you know anything that I come out with will be valuable and worth it. So until next time, I'll chat with you guys later. Bye, ya.